Men just kill themselves and no one cares.
Have you ever considered suicide?
Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have considered it.
First time I felt like killing myself was when I was 6. And it's kind of just been a thing since then.
A new report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has found the U.S. suicide rate rose by 25% over the past 2 decades. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. The report found nearly 45,000 suicides occurred in the United States in 2016, more than twice the number of homicides.
I reached this young man and that we're going to get him some help and that this is all temporary. And I hope and pray that he takes this experience and does great things in life. It's going to be all right.
Our No Shave Today campaign this morning, one of the least talked about issues affecting men, mental health. As part of its focus this year, the Movember Foundation put out a candid video encouraging men to open up.
Men are so focused on the ideal of masculinity and how they have to appear to be. We forget to cry. We forget to be emotional, to show vulnerability, to show pain.
Most men avoid therapy because most therapy approaches are not designed to help the male brain deal with pain or find solutions. That makes men believe therapy is worthless, and men skip things that feel worthless.
We're talking about embarrassment again. Tuesday, we talked about men being embarrassed to talk about testicular cancer. Now we're talking about men being embarrassed to talk about mental health. 46% say they're embarrassed to share their feelings about mental health, and this is significant. 49% admit that they're feeling more depressed than they let on.
Also, male depression is usually based on feeling helpless, powerless, and unable to affect one's life or environment. Therapy models focus on helping men feel heard and loved instead of restoring their sense of personal power. Men need solutions, not just feelings.
So much of mental health in America is based on the medical model and endless triage. Endless triage management, symptom management, that's all it is for the rest of their life. And when you get a man into that system, men would rather kill themselves than sit there and say, I am disabled, I must have a medical assistance for the rest of my life. And all I can do is sit here and talk about my feelings endlessly for the next 10 years while paying $10,000 for the privilege. That is not what men are looking for. Men are looking for solutions, and they're looking for guidance in how to apply those solutions. When you give them those things, men will do just about anything for you.
Well, the thing is that people will carry a heavy load if they get to pick the goddamn load. And they think, well, I won't carry any load. It's like, okay, fine, but then you're like the sled dog that doesn't have a sled to pull. You're just gonna tear pieces out of your own legs because you're bored. This is why there's such an opiate epidemic among dispossessed, white, middle-aged guys who are unemployed in the US. It's like, they lose their job, they're done. They despise themselves. They develop chronic pain syndromes and depression. And the chronic pain is treated with opiates. It's like, that's what we're doing. That's what it looks like to me.
It all started when the government replaced the father. The father role in the family has been killed off, which means the biggest purpose in our lives has been destroyed. Young men have been raised with no father figure or a father who wasn't around due to overworking long hours in the capitalistic, materialistic society that we live in. And so we look for father figures elsewhere. From the media, from society, from our female teachers in school, and all of them lied to us. They fed us a script that doesn't work. They set us up with a trajectory to fail. Just be yourself, but you're actually a loser, and we want you to stay a loser because that's more profitable.
Host Anthony Bourdain died by suicide.
A man who apparently committed suicide at Twitch, the DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres show, has died by suicide.
Kyle Jacobs was found dead after an apparent suicide at her
15-year-old Austin McIntyre. He took his own life.
Content is just so positive and energetic and full of life. To get this news, just really hard to wrap your head around.